Assalamualaikum everyone. This is Aisha and welcome to the Dr. Gemini world. Today we are going to talk about portal hypertension. So portal hypertension is the increase in pressure of portal vein due to the blockage in the blood flow to the liver. So the blockage may be pre-hepatic, intrahepatic and post-hepatic. And according to this position of the blockage and obstruction, we define the causes. So causes are divided into prehepatic causes, intrahepatic causes, and posthepatic causes. So in prehepatic, the obstruction is at the level of the splenic vein and the portal vein. Before the entrance of portal vein into the liver, the obstruction is called prehepatic. And intrahepatic, when the portal vein enters into the liver and it divides into sinusoids and tributaries, so at the level of sinusoids and tributaries, it is known as the intrahepatic obstruction. Posthepatic obstruction is defined as when the hepatic vein outflow is obstructed or the inferior vena cava is obstructed. So now discussing the prehepatic causes, which include the portal vein thrombosis, splenic vein thrombosis. Intrahepatic causes include cirrhosis from any cause, nodular regenerative hyperplasia, primary biliary cirrhosis, schistosomiasis, massive fatty change, fibrosing granulomatous disease, focal malignancy with invasion into portal vein, and posthepatic causes include severe right-sided heart failure and constructive pericarditis, inferior vena cava obstruction. So now cirrhosis is the dominant intrahepatic cause for most cases of portal hypertension. Now coming to the pathogenesis of the portal hypertension, how do the portal hypertension take place? So hepatocyte necroapoptosis, which lead to the activation of first there will be the hepatocyte necroapoptosis, which lead to the activation of the stellate cells and Kupffer cells, and when the Kupffer cells and stellate cells activated, they will lead towards a sinusoidal microcirculatory dysfunction. How will the sinusoidal microcirculatory dysfunction occur? So it is due to the architectural disturbances and increment in hepatic vascular tone. And in architectural disturbances में हमारे पास क्या होगा कि fibrosis, vascular remodeling and regenerative nodules. एंड हेपेटिक वैस्कुलर टोन का जो इंक्रीमेंट है उसके जो फैक्टर्स इंक्लूडेड हैं वो कौन से हैं? एलिवेटेड वेजो कंस्ट्रिक्टर्स एंड रिड्यूस वेजो डायलेटर्स which lead to sinusoidal hypercontraction, and when the sinusoidal hypercontraction occurs, there will be elevated hepatic vascular resistance. So the increased resistance to the portal flow at the level of the sinusoid is caused by the contraction of the vascular smooth muscles and myofibroblasts and disruption of the blood flow by scarring and the formation of parenchymal nodules, which leads to the alteration in the sinusoidal endothelial cells. And when there will be when there is the alteration, there will be increased release of endothelin, angiotensinogen and eicosanoids, and decreased release of nitric oxides. Now, which both of these factors leads toward elevated hepatic vascular resistance, and when the vascular resistance increase, it will lead to portal hypertension. The pressure in the portal vein will increase, and that is known as the portal hypertension, which leads to the increased release of vasodilators, angiogenesis, and that causes splanchnic arterial vasodilation, and that will further increase the portal blood flow, and that further increase in the portal blood flow further contributes towards the portal hypertension. Now clinical presentation of the portal hypertension. So the clinical presentation of the portal hypertension is divided into two categories: effects of liver cell failure and effects of portal hypertension. So effects of liver cell failure include hepatic encephalopathy, sclera icterus, that is the yellowing of the sclera, fetor hepaticus, that is the breath become smell musty. And why it musty? Because यहाँ पे होता क्या है, जब liver की detoxification नहीं हो पाती टॉक्सिक सब्सटेंसेस की, और एज अ रिजल्ट जो सल्फर सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं हमारे, वो ब्लड स्ट्रीम में बिल्डअप होना शुरू हो जाते हैं एंड इट ट्रैवल टूवर्ड्स द लंग एंड विच कॉज fetor hepaticus. Spider nevi, that are the web-like dilation of the blood vessels, gynecomastia, jaundice, testicular atrophy. So spider nevi, gynecomastia, testicular atrophy is due to hyperestrogenemias, due to the increased release of estrogen. Bleeding tendency जो है वो इंक्रीज हो जाएगी due to decreased clotting factors and increased prothrombin time. Anemia, ankle edema. Effects of portal hypertension में हमारे पास esophageal varices हैं. And what are the esophageal varices? They are the dilated veins that have the increased tendency to bleed. So when they bleed, they cause hematemesis and melena. Hematemesis is the blood and vomiting, and melena the dark colored stools or blood and stools. Splenomegaly, caput medusae, ascites. Caput medusa क्या होता है? Caput medusa basically are the dilated superficial veins around the umbilicus. और ये होता क्यों है? Due to fluid build up. जब आपके abdomen में फ्लूइड बिल्डअप होता है तो इंक्रीज प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है, और प्रेशर जब बढ़ता है तो वो वेन्स जो होती हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोमिनेंट होना शुरू हो जाती हैं. एनोरेक्टल वेरिसेस. नाउ डिस्कसिंग द ascites. Accumulation of excessive fluid at least 500 ml in the peritoneal cavity is known as ascites. An ascitic fluid is serous in nature. It contains less than 3 grams per deciliter of albumin, more than 1.1 serum to albumin gradient and lymphocyte. And how ascites occur? Ascites is due to sinusoidal hypertension. And when there is sinusoidal hypertension, the fluid will drive into the space of disc, which is recovered through the hepatic lymphatics and increase in the hepatic lymphatic flow. And the hepatic lymphatic flow increase by 20 लीटर पर डे. नॉर्मली जो होता है हमारे पास 800 to 1000 ml पर डे होता है, लेकिन जब सिरोसिस होता है, पोर्टल हाइपरटेंशन होती है, तो हेपेटिक लिम्फेटिक फ्लो जो है वो 20 लीटर पर डे इंक्रीज हो जाता है. एंड दैट विल कॉज द पर्कुलेशन ऑफ लिम्फ इनटू द पेरिटोनियल कैविटी. तो एक कॉज तो हमारे पास ये हो गई कि साइनोसॉइडल हाइपरटेंशन हो रही है और उसकी वजह से जो है फ्लूइड बिल्डअप हो रहा है आपकी स्पेस ऑफ डिस्क में, हेपेटिक लिम्फेटिक फ्लो बढ़ रहा है, पर्कुलेशन हो रही है लिम्फ की इनटू द पेरिटोनियल कैविटी. एंड द अदर इज पोर्टल हाइपरटेंशन. पोर्टल हाइपरटेंशन cause the splanchnic vasodilation which reduce the arterial blood pressure, and when the arterial blood pressure is reduced, so the renin angiotensin system, ADH and other vasoconstrictor activate, which lead to increased pressure in the capillaries, and when the pressure in the capillaries increase, there will be extravasation of fluid in the peritoneum. Now discussing the pathogenesis of the varices. How do varices occur in the portal hypertension? They occur due to the portosystemic shunts. In the rise in the pressure of the portal vein, the flow is reversed from portal to systemic circulation by dilation of the collateral vessels and development of new vessels. And venous bypass is developed whenever the systemic and portal circulation share common capillary beds. So, the portosystemic shunt formation occur at the level of rectum, which manifests as hemorrhoids, at the level of the esophagus, which manifests as esophageal varices, at the level of retroperitoneum, falciform ligament of the liver. Splenomegaly is another clinical feature and another effect of the portal hypertension. And how do the splenomegaly occur? Due to the long standing congestion. The spleen will enlarge and it's as increase as 1000 gram, and that cause hematological abnormalities just like thrombocytopenia and pancytopenia. Now, there are two syndromes that associated with the portal hypertension, the chronic liver failure, and they are hepatopulmonary syndrome and the portopulmonary syndrome. In hepatopulmonary syndrome, there is an intrapulmonary vasodilation which lead to rapid blood flow through the pulmonary vasculature, and when the blood flow becomes rapid, there will be the inadequate oxygen diffusion and ventilation perfusion mismatch, and there will be right to left shunting which cause hypoxia and which lead to dyspnea in upright position. Portal pulmonary hypertension refers to the pulmonary arterial hypertension arising in liver disease and portal hypertension. It is occurred due to pulmonary vasoconstriction and vascular remodeling. And the most common clinical manifestations of the portopulmonary hypertension are dyspnea on exertion and clubbing of the fingers. So thank you for watching this tutorial, and if you like this, do subscribe and share with others because sharing is caring. Inshallah, in the next tutorial we will discuss about hepatitis. So live your life, live your dream, explore your potential because you can do it. Stay motivated, and here we go.